Hello. How
Hello,
are you today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. Okay. So, how's your day going?
It's going pretty good. How about yours?
Mine is good. Okay. So, what is it that you would like to discuss?
Well, so one thing I had to discuss when I was like weeks ago,
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to go over a friend's house, and I came back. My mom and dad was like, "You are never allowed to go in nobody's house." I was like, "What?"
Mm-hmm.
I was, I was like, my heart just broke when that
Mm-hmm.
happened. So I was like, so I got nowhere else to go. I'm stuck in a house full of three girls. I mean, my mom, my sister, and my other sister.
Mm-hmm. So, how did that make you feel that you couldn't do what you wanted to do?
It hurt my heart, and I just wanted to spend time with other friends, like spend time with guys, like guy time, instead of spending that much time with girls, because we always go everywhere and all that.
Okay. So, what's important to you? What would you say is important to you?
Well, being with friends, but like since I'm in high school, I spend a lot of time with friends. I
Okay.
have a friend named Josh, guitarist, and Manuel.
Okay.
They are pretty cool. They're funny.
Nice. So, those are your friends in high school.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, are they in the same grade level as you?
Yeah, we're all seniors.
Oh, you're all seniors, so you're about to graduate.
Yes, ma'am.
So how have you been feeling about that?
I'm ready to graduate. I'm
Okay.
ready to leave the school, to
So
be
when
honest.
when do you graduate?
Well, it ends at May the 30th.
Okay. So going back to your friends and your graduation and tying all that together, because that all has to do with school.
hmm
So what's been going on lately as far as maybe school or your friends or graduation? What's all been going on lately?
Well, a month ago, I did got done doing my prom.
Okay, how was prom?
It was pretty good. To be honest, I was there for free food.
Okay, I
Yeah.
don't blame you.
And I thought they said something about giveaway laptops. I was like, oh, I want to get myself a laptop. But it was giveaway cups. I was
Okay.
like,
Well, you got something. That's a
yep,
positive thing out of it. You came out of something. But did you have a good time there?
yeah.
Okay, okay. So I have another question for you. So what would you say your specific goals are? What are your specific goals?
Like when I'm leaving school.
Anything that you figure that's a goal of mine. I want to reach that goal. That's something that I want to do. What is a goal of yours that you would say?
Well, like I have one goal.
Okay,
When I'm done with school, I'm thinking about like if my mom tells me to do my driver's ed,
okay,
and when I do that driver's ed, I might do summer jobs
okay.
for GameStop, I think.
Okay, so first you're saying I like how you have your goals lined up. I think that's a really good thing that you did.
Mhm.
You first said that you want to get your driver's license. You
Mhm.
put it one step at a time. I want to get my driver's license. Then you said after I get my driver's license, I want to get a job. That was something really good you did. You didn't say, "Oh, I want to drive and I want to work and I want to do this and I want to do that." And those things are okay, but I really liked how you said, "This is what I want to do first, and when I reach that goal, I can get to my next goal." And you're talking like you know you can do it, which is I think which is a really good thing.
Yep. But like when you drive, you gotta
Hmm.
concentrate on the road.
That's right.
You have to concentrate on the test you do.
That's right. That's right. So how do you think you'll do on this driving test?
I think I'll do pretty good if I
Okay.
answer the questions right, and that's all I can think about with
But
that.
that you're right. That's all it is to a driving test. You know, if you know
hmm
the road, all you do is take the test and then go with the person that's working as a driver and go
hmm
around the corner and you got your license if you do right. So, but I think the way you're talking about it, you know you're going to have it, and you're setting yourself up for an accomplishment. You're not saying, "Oh, I need to get my driver's license, I have to take tests." Like you're not in panic mode, which is a good thing. You're saying, "This is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do, and it's going to happen." And you
hmm
have a goal outside of that goal. You know you're going to get your driver's license, so therefore you're going to have a job. And not only will you have a job, you're saying, didn't you say GameStop? You
Yes.
want to work at GameStop. So I'm taking it as you like video games and game design.
hmm
Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, so what is it that you like about the video games and game design? Kind of
Well,
walk me through that a little bit.
well, they do have good graphics,
Okay, okay.
and how the way that they did this. Ooh, sorry,
You're fine.
they designed the characters.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Okay.
I was like, how do they get that much money to do all that?
So,
But I know they earned it.
right. So, what kind of got you into the video game and the game design? What would you say it was?
Well, when I was like, was ever like 9 years old,
Mm-hmm.
I was like really into games. Like my dad, he was really into war games. I was like, huh, this is going pretty good.
Okay.
So for my, for Christmas, we got an Xbox One, and guess what's on it?
What was that?
Battlefield One.
I'm taking it as that's your favorite game. I
It
could
was,
tell how you were smiling
yeah,
in the way you're talking about it.
it's the best war game from It's like saying that if you're the 1920s
Okay.
fighting old, like, and still with all that technology, like
Yeah,
Call,
you're giving me a visual of it. Okay.
yeah, like Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare. Ugh, that's just a terrible game.
Okay. So those games aren't. I thought those games are all similar because they all do with fighting, but you're telling me that they're all completely different.
Yeah, cause like
Okay.
Call of Duty, they have their own company. They just copy from another game,
Okay.
and well, they're called EA. What they made from Battlefield
Mhm.
One,
Okay.
and they made that was the only game I only thought that was just only Battlefield One.
Okay. So moving a little bit forward, I love the way you describe and you walk me through the game design and how you like it and you're interested in it. So moving forward, if we were to have another session
Hmm.
in the future, like what we're doing right now, um, what are some things you think we could discuss? You said you wanted to you want to get more involved in your driving
Hmm.
and goals towards that. Do you think in the next session, I think I want to see how you feel first. Do you think that's something that we could go more over in the next session? Maybe your driving and what it takes to drive and what motivates you to drive. Kind of more getting more in depth of how you feel about getting your license and what it takes to get a license. How do you feel about that? And if not, it's all about how you feel.
Hmm.
So I wanna understand your take and have your opinion on that. How would you feel about that?
I feel pretty good about it.
Okay. So is that some? Tell me something that you will want to discuss in the next session.
Well, when I go to college, I guess I'm going to College of the Mainland,
Okay.
and I might see if they have any gaming classes or technology,
Mhm.
because I'm really into technology and gaming.
Okay. So before we meet again, do you think maybe you could get maybe a driver's book, or possibly you can go online and see more information you should know about driving, and kind of get on page on maybe things you may not know already about driving. Does that sound kind of okay to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. So is there anything you want to add to anything that we've already talked about? Is there anything you want to add to it, or
Well, I would say like there was a college I saw
okay?
on a website. It was called Full Sail University,
Okay.
and they had their own YouTube. And I looked at their channel.
Uh-huh.
I was like, wow, this college is amazing because it's all about gaming, tech,
Okay.
and technology, everything, and graphic
Wow.
designing
Okay.
and art.
Really?
I was like, now this looks like the place I should go to.
Okay.
And where it is at Florida. And
Okay. So I have a question for you. How would you feel about going to Full Sail University? How would you feel about that?
I would feel pretty amazed because I think they might have good people. If
Uh-huh.
I will make good new friends as well.
Okay. Okay. So let's have a brief mood check. And that means I want to kind of understand you. I want to make sure you're comfortable. I want to know how you feel. Just how you feel overall, how you feel in general. So a brief mood check. How do you feel?
I feel excited
You feel like why do you feel excited?
because I'm about to graduate and I'm happy and I'll miss my friends, my teachers, and I love my teachers and I love going to school every day. And
Okay.
whenever school is over, I just go ahead and walk to school. I mean, walk home. Oh, I almost did the wrong thing.
Okay. So I really like your mindset because when you talk about things, it's like you have everything mapped out, and that's such a good thing. And then you have backup plans,
Hmm.
and I really like that. That's a very positive thing. So keep up the good work. That's a good thing, and keep on thriving. Keep on doing what you're doing.
All right, thank you.
So you're welcome. So How have you been doing this week? How would you say you've been doing this week? Honestly, how have you been doing this week?
I've been doing pretty well.
Okay. So why do you feel like you've been doing pretty well? What makes you feel like you've been doing pretty well?
Well, I've been mature of myself, and I've been doing the right things, like always.
Like what? What would you say those right things are? Why are you maturing? What would you say you've been doing?
Well, every day while I'm in the weight room, I always see somebody always trying to get themselves hurt from doing stuff.
Okay.
I'm like, no, 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 you have this thing on wrong. So
Mhm.
I help them, and or they have the wrong weight on there. I'm like, no, no,
Mhm.
no, no, no. You're supposed to do whatever your max,
Okay.
whatever's the good thing for your legs and your arms and
Okay.
your body. So I just replaced it. I put like at least a 45 and a 10
Mhm.
because they know they can't do 200. They can at
Right.
least do like at least 100 or 50. I'm like, don't do that much. Don't overpower yourself.
Mhm.
Your body's not fully ready.
Okay. So I'm listening to you talk, and it kind of amazes me. Well, I'm not amazed. I'm not surprised that you're a very smart person, and you know what you're talking about. You
Hmm.
know the things you like. You know the things you're good at. You know the things that you need to do to be better. And I think that's a great plan. That's a You have a great plan. And I think if you keep that mindset,
Hmm.
you're gonna do pretty good things. You're gonna have pretty good things ahead of you. So, is there anything important you think I should know? Anything important at all? Whatever you feel. Is there anything important you think I should know?
Hmm. I'm trying to think about it. Let me think about it.
Okay, take your time.
Hmm. Oh, I know. Well, me and my classmates, we went to the Target last one time,
Mhm.
and you know what I got?
What'd you
I got myself a controller charger,
get? Okay.
and I bought myself a lava lamp.
Okay.
Boy, didn't that cost a lot. It was
It
like
did or it didn't?
it did. It cost like $42.
Oh wow.
I had like at least 50, and so I spent my 220s and my two well it was like 1013,
Mhm.
and I was like, I don't even have coins with me. I forgot to bring my coins.
So what'd you do?
So I asked one of my teachers, and actually I did ask one of my teacher, and I was like, may I borrow some coins?
Mhm.
They gave me coins.
Well, that was nice. So
Mhm.
that made you feel kind of happy that you were able to get what you wanted,
Mhm.
and that kind of reflected on your day. Am I right? Fill
Yes.
me in. How did that work for you?
Like that would have been a savior right there.
Because you were able to get what you want, and because
Mhm.
your teachers were because you were able to get what you want, and your teachers were there to kind of help you in it, kind of thing, right?
Mhm.
Okay, okay. So, is there anything positive you can take away?
Actually, I think that's all of it.
That's it.
Mhm.
And I think you're right, because I say, is there anything positive to take away, kind of like a checkpoint, kind of see where you're at. But you've been positive throughout the whole session. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You've been constantly talking and constantly reflecting on things you, like I said just a minute ago, things you need to work on, things you're good at. And I think you really have a great mind. Your mind is going to do wonderful things for you, and it's going to prepare you for where you should be. And I think that's perfect timing. Like you said, you're about to graduate, and you have these plans, and you're about to get your license, and you have all these great things ahead of you, which is such a good thing. So, this question kind of reflects, well, this statement kind of reflects on what we just talked about. And it's kind of bring me up to date on what's been going on. But you kind of touched bases and told me everything that's been going on. But is there anything else that you need to bring me up to date on?
I'm trying to think about it real quick. Well, one of my friends, you said something positive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, one thing about my friend. Well, 2 days ago, his friend, his dog, got killed.
Oh no.
It was, he said he was trying to save his life
Mm-hmm.
because he's trying to run and try to. He was trying to run and get another dog.
Mm-hmm.
And for what he told me, he said that there was a woman on a jeep,
Mm-hmm.
and she even stopped. He kept on saying, "No, stop, stop, stop." She
Mm-hmm.
kept on going. She kept on going,
Wow.
and then poor Chief got ran over.
Wow. So what did you do about it? Were you able to do anything?
I comfort him.
You did?
I comforted him the whole day.
And how did that make him feel?
Very happy.
Very happy. You see that positive thing you did for somebody else?
Hmm.
That makes a whole lot of difference. And I noticed you've been doing those same positive things for yourself, which is
Hmm.
a great thing. So thank you for bringing me up to date on that. So now we're going to discuss kind of like some homework that you can have. And the homework kind of talks about what you plan on or what you can do if it's possible for you to do outside of the session, like when you have your free time. So you talked about your driving,
Hmm.
and you talked about graduation, you talked about your friends, all that good stuff. So going on to your friends, some homework that you can do is kind of schedule you guys to do something after school or hang out with them during lunch. Those are kind of checkpoints you can reach, and those could be homework things that you can be able to do. Let's see, another part of the homework we talked about, you're about to graduate. Um, One thing you could possibly do is make sure you're ready, make sure you're mentally ready, make sure you're physically ready to graduate and to take on that huge milestone. And a homework activity you could do is kind of write out your goals, kind of write out what you want to do after college, or what you want to do when you start college, or what you want to do during college, and kind of see if you could checkpoint those. And going back to, you said graduation, friends, and your driver's license. Going back to your driver's license, something you can do there, like we mentioned previously,
Hmm.
you can get a driver's ed book, or you can go online and show the do's and the don'ts of driving, or you can do something more hands-on. When you're in the car with your mom, with your dad, with your friends, or whomever, you can kind of go and kind of look at what they're doing and ask them questions. Hey, is
Hmm.
that how you do that? Is that how you do that? What happens if I do this? So you can get a kind of hands-on feel of what's going on around you. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
How do you feel about that homework? Is there anything that you do that you really like that I said you want to do, or is there anything that you didn't like that I said? How do you be honest? How do you feel about the overall
I really
homework?
liked for what you said,
Okay, why do you like it?
because if I need to do this driving, I need to do it with
Okay.
compassion
Mhm.
and will, no fear.
Okay.
Because if I fear, I'll just go on ahead and fail the test.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, that's good. So going on to something else, and it's kind of very similar to the homework, a goal list. If you were to have a goal list, what would you put on the goal list? Goal list would be like something you want to prove on, something you want to reach. We talked about goals in the beginning. What are maybe one or two things you would put on your goal list that you would want to do?
Well, first I would put in the first part of the driver's ed,
Okay, that's one.
and then when I'm done with high school, I get to do a summer job.
Okay, well, those are really good goals. Do you have anything else, or is that kind of all you want for right now?
Well, I think that's all of that.
Okay, okay.
I don't know what else is gonna be coming up.
So you kind of like to just go with the flow kind of thing.
Hmm.
Okay, kind of whatever comes to you, but you do know you want to go to college. First, you want to graduate, of course.
Hmm.
Then you want to go to, I'm sorry, you want to go finish high school and graduate. Then you want to reach college. And then in the midst of that, well, actually before you get to college, you want to get your driver's license. So that could be something that you could try doing during the summer. You have 2 or 3 months to get that driver's license, making sure you know the do's and the don'ts of what to do. Does that
Hmm.
kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's going through your mind right now? Tell me what's going through your mind. I want to know what you're thinking and what's going through your mind right now. Kind of walk me through that.
Hmm. Well, I'm trying to get ready to be done with school. Sorry, I stuttered.
You're fine.
I'm trying to get done from school,
Okay.
and as I said earlier, I'm trying the best I can to get a job
Okay.
and my driver's ed,
Okay.
and that's it. To be honest.
Okay. So overall, like how we started the session and how we're about to end the session, you're so positive. And that's something great you can have, because a lot of people aren't positive, but that's something you can say that you will always have. Just keep being positive, because like I said, it's going to take you so far. So we're going to summarize this session. Um, we talked about your driving. We talked about high school. We talked about college. We talked about your friends. We talked about the programs that you want to get into.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, you should just stay on track. I think you should stay on track with those things. Just stay on track with those things because those are good things to remember and those are good things to do. So
Hmm.
remember those important points that we talked about, your homework. We talked about your goal list. Just keep those in mind, and when we go to the next session, we'll see how that went. Does that kind of make sense?
Sure.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming to the session. I appreciate you, and I'll check back with you next time.
All right. Thank you.